Next up, Kent Madole begins his 8th season as skipper at Irvine Valley College. Madole, an Orange County native and former starter in the Big West Conference, leads the Lasers into the 09 season on the heels of the college's most successful season ever. The 2008 IVC team produced school records for wins with 32 and conference wins with 13. 2008 also saw IVC advance to the program's second super regional appearance in the last 4 years. One of the great young skippers in the entire nation, ladies and gentlemen, Kent Madole from Irvine Valley.
Well, good morning, everybody. Like the previous coaches, Shaq, thank you so much for putting this on, all the work that you put into this thing. Brent Main, thank you for being here, Coach. It's nice to have finally met you face-to-face, and thanks for coming. You know, it is a unique opportunity here at Irvine Valley because we are the youngest program in the conference, and I think even still in the state. So there's some challenges there, but we feel like we're finally getting our feet underneath us and getting ourselves established. Like Shaq's mentioned, we've qualified to the Super Regionals in the last 2 out of 4 years, which is hopefully a sign, that we're heading in the right direction. We had a good club last year. We had some solid pitching, like a couple coaches have mentioned, and those guys have moved on. So, we're going to have to replace those guys. And when I get into the personnel that we've got, I think we've got a chance there in terms of filling those spots that were vacated by those guys. Before I get into that, though, I would like to mention our coaching staff. Jason Smith is here. He returns for his 5th year. Jason is an integral part of the success that we've had over the past 4 years. He's just a coach of tremendous work ethic. He's a guy that has 2 master's degrees. He's highly intelligent, shows up every day and takes ownership for the program, and has a unique knack of plugging into guys individually, meets guys on early outs. Is a great organizer with skills and drills for infielders as well as base running. He also helps out with the hitting and coaches third base. So excited, obviously, to get back to work with this committee. Bobby Pierce is back for his 3rd year. Bobby played for us in 01 and 02. He went on to play for Long Beach State, and for the 2 years that they were ranked 2nd and 3rd in the nation at the time. So he has great experience, obviously, playing at this level, knows what it takes to succeed at the next level, the D1. He has a unique also knack of recognizing things in guys' swings. He's in the cages all the time, and really comes up with some creative drills to work with guys and even their mental approach at the plate. He'll coach first base for us. And then we have, for the first time this year, Chris Sidoris, who played for us in 04 and 05. He was an integral part of our first postseason berth in 05, went on and played in the Super Regionals. And then earned a scholarship to UNLV and had a good career there. He's back with us as first time as a coach, and excited to get to work with him. He works with the pitching staff. He'll help me out in terms of calling games, has some creative ideas and bullpens and conditioning. So I'm fortunate to have a good, solid nucleus of coaches around me, and these guys do a great job. So we're excited to get to work together. Listen, in terms of personnel with players, last year, we didn't really dazzle anybody with some exceptional talent. We kind of called ourselves the blue-collar crew, and I think it's going to be more the same this year. Just the mentality of coming through the gate, punching the clock, and getting to work. We're going to need to be very fundamental. We're going to be very sound in that area. But some of the top guys, I think, that are going to help us out. On the mound, Jared Howler, he helped us out quite a bit last year. Was a second-team all-conference selection. He went 8-3, threw about 100 innings. He's a good left-handed pitcher that can pound inside to righties. He can fade obviously the changeup away. His curveball's gotten sharper. He's been working on a cutter, which we're excited about. Matt Reyes, a standout guy from Foothill High School, had some significant innings. He was an impact guy for us, no question, last year in multiple roles. He was a two-way guy most of the year, and then as we headed into towards the last one-third of the season, we slotted him into the starter role on the mound. And really won some big games for us at the end of the year. So we're excited to have him back as a starter, and he will be exclusively in that role on the mound at least for us this year. Daniel Kabuling is a left-hander out of Mission Viejo. He didn't see much time last year. He was dealing with some back injuries that just kind of came up and down, flared up for him, or on him, I should say, over the course of last year. So he's healthy. He's a left-handed pitcher. He's fairly zippy. He's got an idea, and he does a great job holding runners in the situational pitching part of the game. So he will be a third starter for us. At least that's how we project him. Some recruits out of high school that are freshmen for us. Mike Sainez from Trabuco Hills should have some significant innings, as well as Zach Nuno from Laguna Beach. Both guys, they're young. Obviously, they're freshmen, but they really worked hard over the fall, and they've actually kind of come under the wing of the Reyes and the Kabuling and the Howler. So these guys have really taken to those sophomores, and we expect good things from them. So they're going to fill those starter roles as well. Position players, guys that we have to replace: Ivanhoff and Medina, and Agorstas and Ferrante. Those guys, they were big impact players for us last year. We do have a core group though that's come back, that have taken the leadership roles, and we feel good about it. Starting off behind the plate is Connor Rhodes. He played first base for us last year. He's a big, strong, physical body, but he is exceptionally athletic. Light on his feet behind the mound, has soft hands. He really catch throws very well. He'll hit somewhere in the middle of our lineup, 3 or 4, because he does have an idea at the plate, and he's got some pop in his bat. Corey Tebow will actually, push Connor for that spot. He caught for us quite a bit last year. He was a starter in the DH role, the catcher role last year. He hit fairly well. He's got some pop in his bat. We've put him out in the outfield, and his arm projects very well out there. So he's going to see some time in the outfield, some time behind the plate. I'm sure some time in the DH spot will hit somewhere in the middle of our lineup also. Confident with his approach at the plate and what he can do. Vince Hungerford, he is a returning guy that came out of Tustin High School. He was a starting shortstop there. We had him at third base last year, made the adjustment really well. He's got a strong arm, quick feet. He'll be our starting shortstop. That's where we have him projected to be, and he looks really good. He's very strong. He's physical. He pays attention what pitches our pitchers are working with and hitters' tendencies and things. So he has a good anticipation step up the middle, and just shows a lot of leadership on the field. So excited to have Vinny back in his more natural spot at the shortstop position. And at second base, Sean Williams. He was our starting second baseman last year. Pretty physical body. Did very well defensively. Struggled a little bit last year offensively. A little bit of a long swing. Really got to work over that in the course of the summer with the Wood Bat League that he played in. And his swing looks very, very good right now. He's worked really hard and also shows some leadership. So we're excited about Vinny and Sean being up the middle in that combination there. A couple guys, position player-wise, that we have coming in. Bobby Gomez from Irvine High School. He's going to have some time behind the plate as well. He can really swing it. We like him in a DH role and learning under Connor and Tebow in terms of what it means to call a college game or to catch a college game. So Bobby Gomez is going to see some time in our lineup, no question about that. Colton Hamill is a bounce back from Cal State Fullerton. He's a middle infielder, shortstop, second baseman, who is going to push Vinny and Williams, and he's doing it right now. So in some manner, some form or fashion, Colton's going to see himself in the lineup pretty frequently. So we're excited to have him there because it provides some depth, and it allows for these other guys to be pushed and to keep them from getting complacent in any form or fashion. Thomas Mobley in center field from Canyon High School. He can really throw. He can really run. He's a physical body for a freshman. A little bit of a long swing right now. He is shortening that up. Bobby Pierce, who I mentioned before, our coach, is working really hard with him in the cages, and his swing is really showing signs of coming along. So he's gonna lead that outfield in the center field spot. Overall, we're excited. We're anxious to start playing. Like I said, it's a unique opportunity for players because our history is so short. We're just establishing our tradition. It seems like every year some kind of record is being set, and it's a unique opportunity for players to come into a program and actually have that opportunity. Like I said, last year, you're winning 32 games for the first time ever, and that group of guys gets to leave from here no matter what they do. They get to look back and say, yeah, we were the first group to ever actually do that. So, whereas we haven't won a conference title yet or a state title, we do feel like we're headed in the right direction. We're excited about this group of guys and the success that they could afford us. Lastly, I would like to say I really, really enjoy coaching in this conference. I have learned so much from the coaches that we go up against every week. I can attribute most of the new wrinkles that I have on my face to the Picks and the Sneddens and the Rogers and all you guys. It's stressful in many ways, but that's good because it means that, like these other coaches have said, you can't ever take a day off and you have to bring your best. So I appreciate the competition. I appreciate what I've learned under you guys and excited to get after it again this year. Thanks.